Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we have a problem, and in this problem we have an employee time data, and this data is about all the information of employees when they have checked in into an office and when they have checked out. Look into this first row. Employee ID is 1 and employee status is in. That means this employee is checked in on this time. And the second row is about the same employee, and in the second row the employee status is out. That means this is showing when he has checked out from the office. Again, in the third row employee status is in, and this is showing his check-in time, and this fourth row employee status is out. That means this is showing his checkout times. That means the employee ID 1 has four status. First he checked in, then checked out, then again he checked in, and again he checked out. So at the end we can say that this employee status is checked out, so that is why he is not in the office. And in this problem we want to find out all the employees whose current status is check in. That means all the employees who are currently in office. So we have a data set called employee time data, and in this we have employee ID, employee status, and time ID. And also we are printing this data set. To make sure that all the check in and check out time for each and every employee are in sequential order, sort this data by employee ID and time ID. And we can do this by using proc sort data equal to employee time data by employee ID and time ID. So this will make sure that all the data is in sequential order by ID. Now we have sorted data. Let's look into the last record of this employee ID 1. His last status is out. That means this particular employee is out of office. For the employee ID 2, his last status is out. That means this particular employee is out of office. For this employee ID 3, his last status is in. That means we can say that this employee is in the office. So to solve this problem, we will check status of every employee's last record, and we will check that if it is in, then that employee is in office. If it is out, then that particular employee is out of office. To do this, we are using Dataset, and we are creating one data called want, and in this we are setting this data which is employee time data, and we are setting by employee ID and time ID. And we are saying that if employee ID is last, that means if last dot employee ID, then we are outputting this data and run. And also using proc print, we are printing this want data. So now let's run this code and see our result. So currently we have all the last records. For example, if you can see for this employee ID 1, this time is 10 hours 0 minutes 0 second, and this is the last record for this employee, which is 10 hours 0 minutes 0 second. For this employee ID 2, his last record is 9:45, means 9 hours 45 minutes. And if you can see our output, it is 9 hours 45 minutes. Currently our code is giving all the last rows sorted by employee ID and time ID. Now we want to check the status of this last record. For example, for this employee ID 1, his status is out. That means this employee is out of office. Whereas for this employee ID 3, his status is in. So that means this particular employee is in the office. So we can do this. We can say that if last dot employee ID, then do, and we can end this. And inside this do statement, we can write that if employee status is equal to in, then this output. That means we are checking each employee's last record, and from this last record we are checking his status. If that status is in, that means that employee is in office. Oops, we have one extra then. So let's run this now. We have this employee ID 3 whose last status is in, and also we have one employee ID 6 whose last status is in. That means we have two employees who is currently in office. So this is how we can solve this problem. Going forward, I will be posting few more questions related to SAS. So please like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.